Hi guys, CK Dlamini speaking. Now guys, I'm back again with another video, but this time around we're just having a math talk with me, obviously, CK Dlamini. Now guys, I thought of something. I think maybe it could help someone out there. So we're just gonna share a few points with you. I'm with my learners here, they're just gonna introduce themselves. So they will tell you more about mathematics. We'll talk about our experiences, something that you can learn from, understand. So now I'm just gonna give it to one of my learners here. They're just gonna say something, introduce themselves. All of them, I wanna make sure that you get to know them, because soon you'll be seeing them on my shorts. So you will see them. There's still gonna be more, because obviously I'm not just teaching these 5 learners, I'm teaching a lot of learners within the school. So now I'll give it to them. They will explain more, where they're coming from, who are they, anything that they're gonna say, understand. So now Kamva, you can talk.
Hey guys, my name is Kamilisha Milan Jamie. I'm currently doing grade 10A at Arising High. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Liquid Doria and I'm currently doing grade 10A in Arising High.
Hey guys, my name is Levin Abinat. I'm currently doing grade 10A in Arising High.
Hey guys, my name is Olivia Finade and I'm doing grade 8A in Arising High. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Elam Timana, currently doing grade 8A in Arising High.
Oh, and as you just saw, it seems like there's a trend. Let me just join. Hey guys, I'm CK Dlamini. I'm currently an educator, mathematics educator in Arising High. So guys, thank you so much. For now, you can see now you know them. We're just gonna share a few factors here, a few points that we're gonna play around. So we want you to ensure that you learn something. So the first point that we're gonna be attending to is the fact that why learners struggle with mathematics. So someone's just gonna say something, you're just gonna attend to that. So anyone who can just say something to our viewers, why is it a problem when it comes to learners understanding mathematics? So why learners struggle in maths? So let's check that.
Learners struggle with maths because, first of all, some don't practice maths. Some even start maths, so that's why they consider maths as a difficult subject.
Yeah, in which it's a main factor when it comes to maths. It's a problem.
Yes.
We need to understand that mathematics is not something to be studied. We do not read it. It's not theory. Understand? It deals with numbers. We need to practice. So in which we need to understand that it's a main important factor. So is there anything someone wants to share?
And some say they focus on the fact that maths is difficult. They don't want to try it for themselves and see how maths is easy.
Hey, that's true.
How they
Yeah.
can understand maths.
Yeah, honestly, this trend, it's a trend. You understand that a lot of people believe that this thing is difficult, and honestly, they do not want to try. They just follow the trend. Understand? It's that picture which is viral, that one of a crowd following this direction. Then one person is just following this direction. It's that thing. You just need to choose for yourself. What is it that you want to do? If you want to know mathematics, then practice mathematics. Do not follow people who believe that mathematics is something that is difficult. That's just a trend. It's 90% rule in the globe. We need to understand that mathematics is not a problem. We need to ensure we do the right thing in order for us to understand what we're talking about here.
Also, some other learners, they kind of doubt their answers due to because they do not practice maths, of which that's what makes time out. Whenever maybe a learner is writing exam and all the stuff, some may be writing a right answer, but then they see from others that no, what if mine is wrong, and then they copy that one because they kind of doubt themselves. So which may lead to because they don't know how to practice maths.
This thing of doubting your own answers, you need to believe in yourself. Understand? Raise that confidence of believing in yourself when it comes to mathematics. Understand? Is this thing of when you see, remember, there's this trend of there are many ways of killing a cat. Ne? Sorry for using that killing. because somehow it can be a problem. But now, honestly, there are many ways of killing a cat. So now, in mathematics, you find that there is a method that is used by someone else. They find the answer. Now, when it's something that I also experienced as a teacher. When I write my own method, someone will believe that, no, say, I think it's wrong. I did this way, and I got the very same answer. In which mathematics is like that. There are a lot of methods. Understand? If you used another method to find this answer, then if I'm using this, you can just come up with that method. Then it's a matter of comparing which method is simple. Then we all maybe use the method that we understand. For example, simultaneous equation, it has substitution. We have what else? Elimination. Eh? We have what's this? It's elimination, it's substitution, it's equating. I think it's equating or something. But yeah, there are three. So you'll find which someone understands elimination, someone understands substitution, someone else understands whatever. So now we always use something that we can be good when it comes to understand. So now we'll jump to our second point. Now, the second point simply states that the importance of understanding over memorizing when it comes to mathematics. Is there anyone who can say something? The importance of understanding over memorizing. Remember now we are talking about the fact that people, they just want to memorize, they just want to cram. That's the usual term we use. They cram mathematics over understanding mathematics, and it leads to a few factors that are negative. What is it that we can share based on that?
So, I believe that when you understand mathematics, you can solve any problem that's given to you. But when you cram it, like there's gonna be some complications, and you won't be able to solve some problems because you crammed it. But when you understand it, you can solve any mathematics equation that they give to you.
Also, so, another thing, the importance of understanding over memorizing is that even if you learn something from grade 8, but then there is going to be a time you need to implement it in grade 10. So that is why it becomes more difficult whenever you reach that high grade, because you memorized those formulas and all that actually learned in grade 8.
In which it's one of the main factors. Let's think about something. When it comes to this part, remember mathematics wants you to, there are different types of level questions. So basics, if you memorize them without understanding them, how are you going to be able to implement them on level 4 type of questions? Because now level 4 type of question is testing the fact that do you understand the basic or you memorized the basic, understand? And the situations are going to be different. So you need to know what is it exactly that you should do. And by you understanding the basic, it has... Okay, fine. Now we're just going to jump to our third point now. So we've spoke of the struggles when it comes to mathematics. We spoke of understanding as well as memorizing mathematics. So now we're just going to jump straight to favorite topics and why. So they're just going to share their favorite topics. I'm also going to say one of the topics that I love the most, even though obviously I have to teach everything. But honestly, favorite topic is something that is going to be easy to attend to. So any one of them can start and share their favorite topics and tell us the reason. We want to understand what is exactly that makes it easy for you to be interested in that topic. Kamba, if you want to start, you can just jump on.
My favorite topic is functions because they require critical thinking and they have graph representation where like you can remember some of the information that was given to you.
In which now it makes it easy for you to even remember something that you practiced before when you are saying, for example, concavity, understand a parabola. So if now they're giving you a graph drawn on a Cartesian plane and it's facing down, you remember the value of a. Yeah, in which it's true. Yeah, it's true. Is there anything that you can share?
My favorite topic is solve for X because of I'm a thinking person. So solve for X needs someone who thinks deeper, and also solve for X has easy questions and play around questions. So you need to think of yourself before that.
In which, when it comes to that, so for x is considered under my algebraic equations, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So since that part of solve for x, solve for x is something that when it's that time whereby you are still trying to get somewhere with mathematics, it's something that you use as a basic, as a foundation of mathematics. When you start being good with the fact that when you start being good with the fact that of practicing maths, understand? So it helps someone. It's something that helps. It builds that. Okay, fine. It shows you how to think when it comes to maths. Understand? It teaches you something. So for x, even algebraic expressions. When we are in grade 8, I mean, it's something that you'll remember. When we are dealing with grade 8, we play around the algebraic expressions. Understand? Playing around that substitution we're talking about. It's something that builds you when it comes to foundation of mathematics. In which, yeah, that point it's a valid one when it comes to maths, according to my experience. Kwezi.
So my favorite topic in maths is corrections.
That was a great one. Hey, there's great one. Hey, they teach.
Okay. Actually, my favorite topic is trigonometry graphs, whereby we are given graphs to do trigonometry because they also have graph representation whereby you can remember information while you're looking at the graphs.
Yeah, that's cool. Trigonometry, trigonometry, and trigonometry is exciting. It's exciting when you keep on going to grade 11, grade 12, when we start dealing with reducing our angles, and you start dwelling deep into special angles. The normal triangles in which we play around, they become those questions that are very nice. It's exciting trigonometry going forward. And yeah, let's just check Lagu Abenat if is there a topic that you love the most.
So I love algebraic expressions because algebra requires a person who's more patient and have a discipline.
Yeah. That's true. Even algebraic expressions, they even help with foundations. Remember algebraic expressions as well as algebraic equations. They help. Lam.
Then my favorite topic is geometry of circles. And I don't have it.
Geometry of straight line. It's the heart. It's the heart that controls that part. In which geometry of straight line, it's under geometry. Both supplementary, both complementary. Yes, it's a nice topic. It's a nice topic because, for example, with supplementary, it's easy for you to just see that. Okay, fine. It reminds you what you practiced before. It reminds you. It's an easy part in which now it leads to the fact that now when it comes to me as an educator, I have a topic that is boring to me, honestly. I do have a topic that is boring to me when it comes to mathematics. I do have a topic that I enjoy whenever I'm teaching. For example, geometry is something that I enjoy the most. Understand? For example, geometry of straight line, the one he's talking about, the geometry, the circles, theorems, first theorem, second theorem, to then the eighth theorem. I think there are 8, if not 9. Forgot, but there are 8, if not 9. And all of you is still gonna see those theorems. They're coming. Yeah, they're coming grade level. They are very nice. You see them. Yeah. Then I'm gonna share mine. It's very very okay, fine. Now, when it comes to my favorite topic, as I said, I even have topic that I do not like. I'm just being honest as a math educator. Honestly, finance is a topic that I don't like. I don't enjoy. It's finance. Finance I don't like it. When being honest. Yeah. Then when it comes to the one that I enjoy the most, it's just geometry. When being honest, it's geometry. Geometry, trigonometry. Speaking of quadrilaterals in grade 8, we're speaking of functions. It's circles geometry. It's something that I enjoy mostly. Even my brain. as people, we're not the same, to be honest. My brain, it's easy for my brain to function when it comes to something that has representations as Ukamba as well as Kwezi mentioned. So it's easy for my brain to work in a faster way. Because even when it comes to the exams, between paper one and paper two, for example, paper one and paper two, which one do you like the most?
Paper one.
Paper one, which one do you like the most?
I would say paper one.
Paper one, which one do you like the most? Which one?
Paper two.
Which one do you like the most? Yeah, in which it's also fine. But with me, it's paper two. Understand? Paper two, I enjoy paper two the most. Why? Because it's full of a lot of diagrams. For example, we're speaking of analytical geometry, we're speaking of statistics, we're speaking of geometry, probabilities in paper one. So we're speaking of geometry mostly when it comes to paper two. So hence I love paper two more than paper one. Because now a paper one, firstly you will come across number system on question one. Understand number system or irrational numbers, rational numbers, understand, in which even some here with the ones I'm speaking with here now, you can even see their color. When it comes to number systems, a lot of people they jump number systems, and that is where mathematics starts. So yeah, we're just gonna move to our fourth point. It's a very interesting one. Now, it's strategies for tackling exams. They're just gonna share with you what is it that helps them to deal with exams when it comes to mathematics. So anyone who can just say something when it comes to this one, strategies that help you when it comes to tackling exams for mathematics.
My strategy is for taking exams is that whether the approach maybe some type of questions that is more difficult. You don't actually necessarily have to start with question one. You can also start with question seven. Where at that moment you're still taking question seven, you're able to go back to the one, and even if it's the last one, it's question.
It even raises the motivation. Whenever you're dealing with something that you know very well, that I'm best when it comes to this, immediately when you get that question and you solve that question, you're like, yeah, now I have all these marks when it comes to this topic. Now you're looking for something else that, okay, fine, you know for sure that you're gonna master, you move to that, you accomplish that one, you add marks, your motivation keeps on increasing. And now by the time you come to that one in which it's gonna be difficult to you, that is when now you're like, okay, fine, already your motivation is on a high level. Then it's gonna be easy for you at some point to tackle those other questions which have a different level. So is there any you want to share? Strategies for tackling exams. How about now? What do you think when it comes to preparing before immediately you're about to write your mathematics exam? What is it that you think? Is there any strategy?
Like maybe practicing before, like maybe a week before the maths exam comes, or maybe you study in a group by you share your point of view, like how do you help yourself understand these different sums.
Yeah, but so meaning that we can also include it can also be a solution to this point, the part of unity. Unity also helps when it comes to preparing for mathematics. Understand? It's another strategy you can use for tackling those exams. There are a lot of strategies, just that right now, I don't know if your brain is functioning in that normal manner. So now we're just gonna move to our fifth point. Now, common mistakes learners make when it comes to mathematics. There are a lot of these ones. Surely you guys can think of a lot of them. Any point that pops up within your brain right now.
Operation science.
Operation science, the main one. Everyone does that mistake. Operation science.
Also, learners tend to panic when you're actually writing, so
Panicking.
forget.
Yes, it's a common mistake in which now when you start panicking, this is one thing I always say when it comes to the classes. Whenever I'm teaching, when you start panicking, immediately you start panicking and you're writing an exam, or color you are chasing time. And as you are chasing that time, you are trying to ensure that you accomplish your goals.
Yes.
And once you start panicking, when the
Blackout.
you start sweating. Once you
you start having a problem, understand? Then you start
Part
making a
of
lot of
obviously
mistakes, it's a
panicking, then that is
problem.
when
And also one that we are almost forgetting, this one of studying or just practicing immediately, maybe it's 30 minutes left for you to start writing. It's a problem. Even this thing of, you know very well that you're writing your exam, and when you get in the morning, you're discussing everything. You should be forgetting about some other things and just jumping into the exam. Then you write. It's a bit of a problem. Then is there anything you want to add before we move?
Let's see statements.
Statements,
When they give
yes.
a statement, then they tend to jump it and go and answer the question.
And mostly when it comes to my function, functions, you know, my functions are a problem if you're gonna just jump a statement. We're busy dealing with parabol as well as straight line, not long. So now statement, you find that they have something that is hidden there within the statement. Understand? And it's not on the graph. And immediately they ask you find MNC. MNC is not on the graph. It's on that equation of a straight line in the statement. You did not look at the statement. And most of the time it's a mistake that you will keep on repeating. Why? Simply because you're chasing time. Immediately you see function, you jump on to the graph, you wanna make sure you cover this cut. So sometimes it's a problem. So moving on, is there anything you wanted to share?
Yes,
Yeah.
and another common mistake that learners make, confusing formulas.
Yeah, mixing formulas. Instead of you calculating perimeter using a certain formula, you are swapping the formulas, even with the volume or area. Sometimes you find that we have cylinder. You know that, for example, cylinder, it has a formula for volume, for formula for area. Instead of they're asking for volume, then you are using E formula for E area. You understand? So it happens, this thing of confusing a formula. It's something that is normal. Understand? It happens to a lot of people. So any other factor? Okay. So now moving on to another point now. It's motivation and growth mindset. They're just gonna motivate you. If they motivate you, they're just gonna bring about growth. If there is a point that is gonna help you somewhere. But yeah, I'm just gonna hand it over to them. They're just gonna attend to that. Anyone who wants to.
Also, to you guys, whether it's technical or any other grades, when it actually comes to maths or any other subject that requires numbering and all, you actually need to apply patience and discipline. I was once of those learners who actually facing depression because of that. Like I was so depressed to the point where like even if I give an equation how am I sort of that one is actually hard. But then as time went by, Sylvia here actually kind of advised me that we should apply patience and discipline. And when I actually applied the patience and discipline, I did very well in my studies a lot. So it helps your discipline and patience.
That's good. That's true. Anyone? Growth mindset. What is that we can say when it comes to growth mindset?
You are being attitude towards learning.
Yeah, the attitude, you must ensure that it aligns with in medicine. And what else can you say to?
Also, and also don't listen to people who tell you that math is difficult.
It's difficult.
Because when you start doing it, like when you understand the equation, it's gonna become easy. And it's gonna be changing mind. You're gonna start being a critical thinker. Okay, like yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, you should not be too easily distracted.
Yeah. The focus should be there full force. So that's true, guys. I'm just gonna jump this point. I think they attended to some stuffs. We still gonna come back to these points towards the end of the video. So now the next one is mathematics in real life now. Understand? So we need to also talk about that fact. It's something that people need to understand. Why am I supposed to do mathematics? Understand? You should know what's the main reason behind mathematics. Understand? Is there anyone who can just share what is it that you think?
Saying that for example, whether maybe it's you're doing maybe social work. So as a social worker, you basically need to be critical thinker on how am I even going to like find a solution for this. It requires, it makes you become a very critical thinker, be able to solve some other problems, some problems that actually do not require number ranking or
Yes.
but
Yes, in which it's true. And now, obviously, when it comes to someone out there who's gonna watch this video, you need to understand that Abinat currently is making an example of a social worker. You understand? Now you must understand that to you it's not a must that much, obviously, that as a social worker you need to be also doing mathematics, you understand? But it helps with critical thinking. Understand? So there are a lot. Understand? There are a lot. When speaking of future careers, for example, Kamba, what is it that you wanna do? Cardiologist. Cardiologist. You deal with the heart. Ne? You deal with the heart. Understand? And now, when it comes to maths, for example, mathematics sometimes it's difficult in a way that you need to focus and you must teach yourself not to be disturbed by anything. Understand? And in order for you to be a
Cardiologist.
cardiologist, you are dealing with the heart. And at that time, you are now in that real situation. You need to focus on what nothing must disturb you on it. And now, if you did this, somehow it helps. Sometimes you will never know how is it changing you as a person, but some way.
Me, I believe that if you wanna become a cardiologist, you must know maths because you need to calculate the heart. I don't know how I'm still doing research on how we calculate.
Yeah, I know it's true.
Like when you do a heart
While I'm
transfer.
laughing. In which it's true, man. For example, we also do watch a movie.
Yes.
Hence, you can simply see, even I'm an educator, but I wasn't aware of that it's called cardiologist.
Cardiologist, yes.
So I wasn't aware of it. At the end of the day, no one is perfect, but we keep on learning. And so now, but I once saw the movie called Mission Impossible. Somewhere, that guy had to know. I don't know if you calculate. They calculate. That the rib cage. No, the rib cage. It has bones like this.
Yes.
Ne? So I think they were checking these the deep spaces. Obviously, when you touch, you can see with here your bones are separating. Ne? So I think they count. Okay, 1, 2. I don't know what. Then from there they would cut. They know where to cut. Remember, you won't know exactly what your heart it's within which space here. You understand? So sometimes they count, okay, fine, this is the first space, second space. They know that, okay, I need to start cutting from where. It won't be accurate, but it's something that is also adding up. Yeah, it's adding up. Is there any other effect? Okay, fine. Let's move to number 8 now. What makes a good mathematics class? Yeah, honestly, it's even going to help someone, this one. What is it exactly that you think makes a good mathematics class?
Participating in class.
Participating in class, it makes a good mathematics class because we share methods, different methods. Yes, what else?
and also focusing on class on the not being too easily distracted.
Is focus in class. It's something that is highly needed whenever you want to form class that is gonna be productive, man. We need focus. Understand? At the same time, remember, mathematics is something that trains even teachers out there. Understand? They know. Sometimes I even get trained within the class while I'm trying to teach. Understand? It's very hard to you're trying to share mathematics. Something you are missing something somewhere. Someone is standing up. Someone wants to go to the toilet. Someone is opening the window. They're doing whatever they want to do. And then sometimes it's a problem. You get mixed up. And at the same time you are trying to meet the rules. Remember, sometimes within the school premises, it must be quiet. Understand? Other people they want to focus. And understand? But at the same time, when it comes to mathematics class, we need to discuss. Understand? We need to share different methods and all that. We end up making noise because someone else has different method, someone else has a different method, and now we need to also meet the rules of the school premises. So yeah, it's difficult, challenging sometimes, but yeah, at the end of the day, if we continue growing. And the unity within the class is something that is helping. It helps big time. Yeah, what else can you share? What makes a good mathematics class?
Helping each other inside the class if someone
Unity.
doesn't understand a question.
Yes, yes, yes.
If you know, you know, so it helps that person.
Yeah. What else can you come up with? Elam?
I think
Mm.
communication.
Yeah, patience and discipline, it helps understand because someone else, you know, for example, as an educator, it happens that I'm teaching maybe economics. I always tell them that as I'm teaching, their brains are not functioning in the same level. Someone else catches something fast, someone is struggling. Understand? So now, if they do not have patience, they will end up panicking within the class. No, man, someone else is understanding this thing now, and I'm left behind. You understand? So patience is something that is the key at some point. You need to relax so that you are able to deal with mathematics in a proper way. Any other thing?
I would also say determination.
Determination. Yeah, determination will show within class that okay, fine. Even with when it comes to behavior, then it's easy to control behavior when each and every learner within the class is determined to what we are doing. Because honestly, these things of having learners who are also disturbing the class, it's a problem at some point. It's a problem. It's training. It's training. So, is there any other one? Okay. Now we'll move to our last point, guys. So everyone is just gonna say something, you understand? But it's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. You can just say anything you want on this point. So this one, it's an advice to other learners watching this video. What is it that you can share to them? What is it that you would like to share with people?
My advice is stop having attitude towards math and stop doubting yourself towards it. Yeah.
Yes, and please don't listen to people when they tell you that math is difficult. At the end of the day, it's not really difficult, but you just need to, like, it just changes your mind, and you have growth in your mind, and it develops a critical thinker within you.
That's true. That's true. Any other thing you want to share?
And also
Elam?
stop practicing before exam.
And also you
That's true.
must practice math.
Keep
Practice
on
math
practicing
all the
regular.
time.
It should be a normal thing you do, man, each and every day. If even sacrificing that 1 hour, you practice for 1 hour every day. You do that. Understand? You keep on improving. Yeah. Elam, is there anything you want to share? Abenat, now is that thing. Kwezi. Okay, guys, I think we've came to the end of the video now. But yeah, when it comes to the advice that I would like to share as an educator is the fact that, you know, when it comes to maths, as much as other learners do understand, others do not, but you can start, you can change. Someone will change grade 8, someone will change while they're in grade 11, someone will even change while they're in grade 12. But the problem is the fact that you are missing the basic. You need to start focusing in class, start having discipline, discipline yourself. There's that voice you do not want to fight. Understand? Fight that voice that tells you that no, I know it's gonna continue being hard. These people are lying and all that. That's what you might think, but these two are grade 8 learners. This one is grade 10, this one is grade 10, and this one is grade 10. Understand? You can simply see I don't have a grade 12 learner here. I have grade 8, I have grade 10. There are even grade 9s, but just that obviously I could not find them in time I was looking for these ones. But if you can sit down with yourself, change the behavior. Try by all means change the behavior. You can do these things. It's not difficult. Understand? It's challenging. It's challenging somehow, but you're gonna grow. You're gonna make it. They were able to make it. These ones they made it in grade 8. I made it in grade 10. Kamba, you started changing in mathematics when?
Grade 10.
Grade 10. Quiz.
In grade 8.
Grade 8. Abena 10. Abo. Ongi.
Grade 7.
Grade 7. Elam.
I
Elam.
don't know.
Yeah. But that's it, guys, man. You can change. Anytime you want to change, just change, fix yourself, and start focusing. We'll see you on our next video. You'll still see them in the shorts. They will share. I'll show you how they are performing, and then I'll show you. We're still gonna check the shorts. They will be there. We'll post them. Thank you so much, guys. Do not forget to subscribe. And tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, I know what to say.
Like